Christmas is coming and I'm making a few Christmas baubles made out of paper, and I'm going to Gelli print them. And I was looking for the right color metallic paint that I wanted, but couldn't find any. Not in our local shop anyway. And I wanted now, so I didn't want to wait to buy it online. So then I remembered these Pearlex colors that I've got. And I can't even remember what I used them for, but I've had them for ages. And they actually make a really nice tonal pattern where some parts are shiny and some parts are glossy. So there's all these different colors here, from lilac to turquoise, red, green, even silver and gold. They call it pearly white, but it's actually silver, I would say. And I'm going to use a green one today. Being Christmas, I'm going to stay traditional for this lot. And I'll do a red one later on as well. Now the paper I'm using is just copy paper, but it's a heavy weight. I would say it'd be 150 or even more GSM. Because I'm going to fold these and put them together as Christmas balls. They are going to need a bit of body to them. So my jelly plate is clean. It needs to be really clean for this. I am using a mask. Actually, I'm using a couple because I wanted a really small one. I haven't made a bigger mask yet. So I'm using two different sizes. That doesn't matter. I just want them to make really good contact, and that's why your plate needs to be really clean. So that you don't have too much spillage of the material. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of the Pearlex powder. Using an old makeup brush here. You could use any brush you like, really, just as it's a nice soft one. It needs more than that. I usually go from too much to too little, or from too little to too much, and trying to keep it a bit conservative. Still more. And this is not as perfect as you would use paint, because some of the places the Pearlex doesn't stick as well. But I don't mind that, so I quite like that broken effect. So that's that. Better not leave that in there. Get that out of the way. And now you take off your masks. I've got a dark green here, it's a phthalo green. Then I'm going to add, it's a structure, but you could use any acrylic paint really. I want it fairly solid, so I'm putting a lot on. Now if you're in the habit of smearing your paint, don't do that with this technique, because you'll smear the design underneath. Paper on top. Give it a good rub so it makes good contact with the powder underneath. Let's see, the first one I usually regard as a test, but no, that's not too bad. Can you see the difference in the shimmer? So I'm quite happy with that. So now I'm going to use a stencil, and I'm going to use the red Pearlex. They're also called mica powders. And you can find them in most art shops, I think. because you can mix them with clear medium to make an acrylic paint. Let's see how that goes. Looks nice on the plate. So now I'm going to use some permanent alizarin. Let's see how that goes. I've noticed that different colors don't pick up as well as others. So I haven't tried this particular one yet, so let's see what it does. You could use a Baron. I use a glass piece that's nice and rounded at the bottom. I feel I can apply a little bit more pressure that way. Well, it comes off nice and clean, that's for sure. Very nice. So I've decided to use the green paper for this one, and the first thing we need to do is cut our circles. I'm using a cutting machine. Mine is a Graphtec. You can use a Cameo or a Cricut or any machine, or you can cut them by hand just as well. So here they are on the cutting mat, just cut. The cutter does a good job on this paper. It's better than just standard copy paper. And it's a lot firmer when the balls are made, when they're glued up. And because there were a few white spots there, I'm just touching them up a little bit with a bit of plain green. So here they are all ready to go and to be folded in half. The glue I use is just a glue stick. That seems to do the job quite well. So start by gluing up just one half of the circle and then place the other one on top of it. So halfway during the process I usually lay down the piece and see how I'm going. So here it is all glued up, all 12 pieces are in here. And now it's time to make it into a complete ball by gluing the two pieces together. Start by doing the same as you did before. On half of the paper spread some glue stick. Then before you glue it down, put some PVA or craft glue or whatever you've got in the center. There'll be a bit of a channel there because of the thickness of the paper. That'll be just enough to take the glue and then to place the ribbon or whatever you're using inside. Now in my case, because the balls are going to be used in my mobile, I've put in a bit of wire. And I'm making quite a few of these so they can be used as accent pieces. So here they are in place in the mobile. And here's the finished mobile. So if you'd like to make your own mobile, check out my online class Making Mobiles. All the details are in the description below the video. Thanks for watching.